Hi everyone, welcome back. This video is going to be my monthly haul for the month of October. I'm feeling very festive. I've got my pumpkin mug, I got some vampire teeth on my shirt. I love this season. I ended up with quite a few items this month. Don't really know what happened. I say that, but I know what it is. I'm bored. So now I'm starting to shop, which is perhaps a little bit ridiculous, but I do feel like these are things that I will use, and I'm gonna go with that excuse. So I did place an order at Sephora this past month because I wanted to pick up one item in particular, and Tarte puts this out every year for their holiday sets, and I can't deny it because I love it so much. This is the Tarte, oh god, I always forget the name of this, Quench Lip Rescue Balms. They always release them as a 2-pack around the holidays, and you do pay full price for one, but it's like you get the second one for free, so it's like a 2-for-1 deal kind of thing. These are my favorite lip balms ever. I don't wear them overnight because you will go through them really quickly if you do that. These are more of like an easy to wear balm if I'm just out and about. I love them so much. The scent is good. The glossiness is unreal. Like, these are the glossiest things I've ever seen, and they're smooth and emollient. They're not sticky, and the colors end up being really nice. The ones in this pack, I don't actually remember. Let's see. Rose, which is a really, really good color. I think that one's my favorite. And then Wish, which is totally new to me. So they must have just launched that this season. Okay, that's basically like Rose. Let's compare the two. Oh, interesting. Rose ended up being quite a bit more pinky colored, and this one's a little bit more nude. These have become my absolute favorite thing to buy during the holiday season because they're something that I actually use up. Like, I am constantly going through these things and I love wearing them. A lot of the holiday launches over the years have just been really boring. Really repeated, nothing interesting, and while I keep picking this up every year, and maybe it's not that interesting, I really, really love these. So also in that order, I did pick up the Too Faced Salted Caramel Palette. I've already done a video on this, so I can link to that down below. I think I must have gotten this at the very end of September or the very beginning of October, because it feels like I filmed this video a really long time ago. So I've professed my love for the Too Faced mini palettes quite a few times. I really like how compact they are. They come with 8 shades in here, which is tons of product, really. And the colors in here were really up my alley for a bit of a more neutral tone palette. They're very warm, rusty, just that sort of salted caramel type look. The palette smells sweet, but I would never say that it was a caramel scent. I did really enjoy playing with this palette. The look that came out of it was really up my alley, and I will happily add this to my collection of mini palettes. And I was glad that I was interested in this one because I was not into the pumpkin spice palette that they launched. There was just no pumpkin in that pumpkin spice palette, and that really pissed me off, to be honest, because I wanted to love that thing. But honestly, this one's way more pumpkin-y than that pumpkin spice palette, so I do recommend this palette. And then I think I grabbed a Point Perk because we all know that the Point Perks at Sephora are garbage, and I just start spending them whenever I see something that's even remotely interesting. I don't remember how much this was, though. Or maybe this was one of those coupon code things. Anyway, it doesn't matter. This is the Ole Henriksen Glow 2 OH Dark Spot Toner. I have used a full size of it. I was sent it by the brand, and I did like it, but the price point is exorbitant, so I would never buy it with my own money, so that's why I picked it up as a sample. I did also restock on my Sèche Vive polishes. I believe I ordered these through Nail Polish Canada, which is the best one to order through if you're in Canada, I feel like, because they have free shipping. Is it $19 or $25? Like, it's actually quite low, which is unheard of for Canada, because generally you're spending a crap ton of money in order to get free shipping within Canada, because our shipping rates are not cheap at all. So I got 3 of them. I talk about this all the time. I'm sorry if it gets boring, but this is the best stuff ever. So I always like having this on hand, and I don't actually think I have a backup before I purchased these. So I was like, ooh, better restock. So I bought 3 bottles just to get to that minimum shipping range, which, thinking about it, I think they're like 13 bucks each. So maybe the minimum ship is somewhere around the $30 mark, but anyway, love these. Also, nailpolishcanada.com always includes like a little sucker or a candy with their packages. I always think it's a really cute touch. Okay, in terms of lifestyle stuff, I only got one thing this month, and which actually kind of annoys me because I really like picking up Halloween decorations to put around the condo because I just love it. Anything Halloween-y, pumpkin, black, glitter, orange, give it to me. I want to put stuff up. But I went to so many stores. I tried HomeSense, I tried Winners, and then I tried Canadian Tire, and honestly the selection was horrific at HomeSense. They had like nothing, like truly like nothing, which was just depressing because I bought so many cool things there last year. And then Canadian Tire selection was just bleh. I already either owned the stuff that they had or was just not that interesting. But I did find one thing at Canadian Tire, which are these little cat lights, which that's really, okay, that's hard to see. So let me hold up one of them. This is a string of black cat lights that light up. It's just powered by a battery packet. This looks so unappealing. So let me turn it on. So the little cat eyes like glow. And I just thought it was really sweet, and it was only $15, which is pretty good. So there we go. I just kind of stretched them out so you can get a better sense of it. I just had this hanging on one of our bookcases, and I think they're really sweet. So yeah, that was about the only Halloween thing that I picked up this month. I would love to have spent more, truly. I was really looking forward to buying stuff at HomeSense and just nothing. I mean, I could go check more stores. There's a Marshall's and another Winners, I think, near me, but I'm just not that keen on shopping in general lately, like in stores, so I try to avoid it as much as possible. This just happened to be one day where I was like, okay, you're gonna hit 5 stores because I had things to get, and boom, 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 and then it was just kind of deflating in the Halloween department. Okay, this next thing I'm about to show you is truly ridiculous, but I ordered it while drunk at probably 2 a.m. I noticed that the Live Clean hand soaps, the holiday hand soaps, had finally been launched online, and I went bonkers. I ordered like 10 bottles. So there's 5, and here's the other 5. I can't even hold them all up. Like, this is just ridiculous. Like, I've got bottles and bottles of hand wash here. My main reason for purchasing them is because I love the Fresh Snow one so much. The scent on this is just like perfection to me. I would use this all year round. So I decided to buy as many Fresh Snow foaming hand washes as they would allow me on well.ca's website. But they had a limit, I think, of like 2 or 3 per customer, which I was like, what? I need more. So I got as many as they would allow me in single packages. And then they suckered me in because they had this like duo package of the frosted apple with the fresh snow. So I bought as many of those as I could bundle together. And I have now ended up with 10 bottles of foaming hand soap. And let me tell you, it probably takes us about 3 months to go through one of these bottles, either in the kitchen or in the guest bathroom. So I've got hand soap for the next 2 years, 3 years maybe. It's truly ridiculous, and honestly, in terms of drunk purchases, I could have done something much worse. So yeah, back to these though, aside from me drunkenly ordering so many bottles, this stuff is great. The smell is so good. Fresh Snow is definitely my favorite because it just smells clean and like fresh snow. I just love this. But the Frosted Apple one is a close second. I've got this open right now in my bathroom because I had a bottle left over from last year. I really did need all these soaps. So honestly, I'm quite pleased that I have all these, but like it's a bit excessive. Anyway, if you are looking to pick these up, they are on well.ca. I think Shoppers Drug Mart has them too. I don't know if it's online right now, but somebody did mention that they saw them in stores. So if you want these, go get them now because they're fantastic. And the very last thing I have to show you this month is 2 different Lush orders that I placed. Number 1, I wanted to order some of the Halloween stuff because super into that. And then they launched their like Christmas collection, I think 2 weeks after I picked up the Halloween stuff, and I was like, guess I'm putting in another order. So the first thing I got is the Bewitched Bubble Bar, which is this cute little black cat, and I'm leaving it in the package just because it keeps it fresh for longer. And I have a lot of bath products right now. Between Lush and JoJo's bath bombs, like I could be bathing like a true bath for a long while with products every day. So I pick this up every year just because I love black cats. I have black cats and I just want to have more black cat stuff in my life. So I grabbed that. I also picked up, this is gonna look so janky because I've got it in a Ziploc bag. Let's see here. This is the, ooh, it's so scented, Lord of Misrule Bath Bomb. And this is not something that I would normally pick up myself because the smell is quite pungent, not necessarily up my alley, but I had a friend who bought this for me 7 years ago now, and I loved it so much. When you put this in the bath water, it fizzes out into like this deep red color from what I remember. And I was just like, you know what? I'm gonna pick it up again this year because I do remember really enjoying it all those years ago. So I grabbed this one. I don't remember the price point on it. It's under 10 bucks, but it might be one of those $9.95 ones. And then of course, because all the Halloween stuff was out, I grabbed this little pumpkin that I just really could not resist. I don't know the name of it because they don't actually put like what it is on the back of it. But I think it's a citrus smelling one. At least that's what I remember. And it's just like too cute. How was I going to deny that? Also, Lush was pretty nice this time around. They actually had a minimum shipping like purchase. If you spent 40 bucks, you would get free shipping, which I think is pretty much unheard of for Lush in Canada. I don't remember ever seeing that before, but maybe with COVID, they're trying to entice people to buy more product. So that was nice to see. Although I will say I've gotten to the point where I don't care what things cost in terms of shipping. If I want my stuff, just send it to me. So in order to hit the minimum shipping, I realized that I was finally starting to get low on shower gel, which hasn't happened in years. So I decided to pick up the Honey I Wash the Kids shower gel, and this scent just fills me with joy. I love this smell so freaking much. I used to buy it as the soap, but the soap, you run out of it. Oh, it's so good. Even with a cap on, I can still smell it through it, like the sealant thing. The soap just gets used up way too quickly. It's the one with the honeycomb on it, and while it smells nice and it's equivalent to the shower gel in terms of scent, I just felt like I was using it up so quickly, and the shower gel takes a lot longer to go through. So the scent on this one is like toffee and honey, and it is absolutely glorious. So I'm happy to have this back. I haven't had it, I feel like, in quite a few years now, and it's just one of my favorite scents that Lush makes. I also have it in like the body spray too, which I picked up somewhere at the start of this year, and combining this with the body spray is going to be really nice. So my friend Julie was over about 2 weeks ago, and she had been to Lush, I think, on her way over, and she saw that the Bewitched Bubble Bar was out and picked another one up for me. She didn't know that I'd already bought one, and I was just like, you know me, you know you're gonna get any kind of thing with a black cat on it. So now I've got 2 of these guys, which is really sweet. So then the second order for Lush was more geared towards their Christmas stuff, and I have to say I wasn't as enticed with some of the Christmas stuff as I was expecting to be. Like, what happened to Cinders? Does anybody remember that bath bomb? It was just not there, and maybe it hasn't been there for years. I was also looking for, I think it's one of those massage bars, and it's, I don't remember the name of it, but it's got like a holly on the front of it, and I was actually sent one of those by a subscriber. Was it last year or the year before? And I loved the scent on it so much. I used it as like a body lotion, even though it was quite oily overall. I used it as a body lotion, and the scent of that just was wonderful. But I don't know if Lush has that product scent in anything else, and I can't really pinpoint that smell because I'm not going to Lush anytime soon. So if anybody knows about that holly massage bar, if that scent is replicated in any of their other products, please let me know. But yeah, back to the Christmas stuff. There wasn't a whole lot that I wanted, but there was one thing in particular that I knew I had to pick up multiple of because I do it every year. It's this Shoot for the Stars bath bomb. Every year I pick up 3 of them because this is wonderful. I feel like it smells very reminiscent of the Honey I Wash the Kids scent. It's not quite the same, but it does have that sort of like honey scent to it. And I freaking love this. I still actually have one from last year's holiday launch that's sitting in my bathroom. I just haven't used it yet, and I will use it before I break into these. But it's one of those things that I kind of like save it for like a special occasion, or if I really want a really good smell when I'm having a bath. These bath bombs are just freaking delightful. It turns your bath water into like basically like that Starry Night painting. It's just really deep blue with like these gold accents running through it, and then there's a little bit of the white like foam coming through it as well from the bath water. I freaking love this bath bomb, and I will always restock. They are kind of expensive. I think they're around the $10 mark, but it's worth it. I've been buying this for years, and I will not stop anytime soon. And then the other holiday item that I wanted to snag, even though I just finished a massive liter bottle of this thing, is the Yognag Shower Gel. Now, I knew from last year that I could not buy another liter of that shower gel because I got really frustrated towards the end of it. Like, I've been using this for months and I want to be done with it. So I decided to pick up the 500 ml size, which is also what I got in the Honey I Wash the Kids scent. because this stuff is wonderful. And although I got tired of using it after a full liter, I think with 500 mils, it's going to feel a lot more reasonable. And I couldn't just not pick it up because I love the smell so much. I do feel like it's better scented in the shower gel in comparison to the bubble bar. It's a bubble bar that they have, right? The bubble bar just doesn't have as much scent to it as the shower gel does, so I've decided to skip on buying that bubble bar going forward and just pick up the shower gel. This one is another caramel scented one with a touch of spicy clove. And then to round out that order, they threw in like one of those freebies. This is the Odie Creamy Dreamy Shower Cream. Oh, I thought this was like a lotion. This is like one of those in-shower lotions that I never really understood. What happened to those things? Those were super popular a few years ago, but I never really felt like they did much of a good job, because if you're putting on shower lotion, it just like disappears off your skin if you're showering. Anyway, I haven't generally tried much of Lush's skincare items. I generally stick to like the bath stuff and the shower gel. I don't know anything about like their face creams or their masks or anything like that, so be curious to try this one out. Okay, so that is it for the month of October. That is everything that I picked up. I'm super excited to put away all of these freaking soaps that I picked up. They've been sitting on a shelf in the studio, and my husband is like, there's a lot of them just sitting there that they were all lined up. He's like, they're kind of intimidating. Like, it's a lot of soap. Anyway, that's gonna be it for me. Thank you so much for joining me for this haul. I hope you're doing well, and I will see you next time. Bye.